Welcome to your new home, Beacon. We are absolutely, totally excited. This has been a great season for us as a church. And I want to say a special congratulations to all of you. Look around the room. Look around. These are the people that found parking and made it here. You're my favorite people on the planet. So really, really great. We're already learning things on how to use our space here, our new home, and how to make improvements and all that kind of stuff. We first saw this building, I think it was 2018 when I first stepped foot in this building, and I asked if we could rent from the synagogue at that time. And it wasn't a thing they were particularly able to do or interested in at the time. And so every 6 months or so, I called them to say, how is it going? Would you like us to buy your building? Anything like that. And then eventually, of course, you guys know the rest of the story. We got a phone call saying it is time for us to sell the building. Are you guys still interested? And we, of course, said we are absolutely interested. And had some kind of crazy journey to get to this moment, but this building is officially ours, and we have already begun to make it our space. And I kind of love the fact that it came in on our 20th anniversary. It feels like one big gift that God gave us. The timing of the whole thing, His timing is always, of course, perfect. And to know that and to trust that is a big part of what it means for us to follow Jesus into this new season. A huge thank you to all of you who are making this possible. The building, the Beacon people, the folks who have been contributing financially. You're now able to see the same thing that we've been able to see now for the last few months, what your investment in the future of Beacon and the kingdom is doing all around us every day. And so we really want to can we just give a big round of applause to all of the folks making this possible financially to do. Thank you, guys. It has been an unbelievable encouragement to all of us here on the Beacon team. And a huge thank you to the countless people, hundreds now, who have come through and done the sweat equity to make this place our home. And so a big, big round of applause to all of you who have been coming in and helping out. I look around and I just see so many faces of people who picked up a broom or a paintbrush or a screwdriver and not any electrical because that would need a license. So we didn't do any of that. But to all of you guys, thank you guys so much. And when you guys, it was our 20th anniversary, it was in December, we gave out an ornament. And, of course, the ornament was a little lighthouse. And the lighthouse, of course, is our logo. It's the reason we chose the name Beacon for the church over 20 years ago now. And it is related to this great promise in the Scriptures that you are the light of the world. And this is a pretty amazing passage. It's actually in the Sermon on the Mount. This is Jesus beginning his magnum opus, his absolutely great sermon that has transformed the world. He does the Beatitudes, and the very next thing he does at the beginning of this sermon that is now known around the world by billions of people, the very next thing he says after the Beatitudes is found in Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. He says, "You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do people light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all in the house." Back up a second here to verse 14. It says, "You are the light of the world." And this is so key. Think about this. We know that Jesus is the light of the world. And at the beginning of his great sermon, he says, you. That's Jonathan. Jonathan, you are the light of the world. Think about this. Ian, you are the light of the world. James knows that. James knows he's the light. He's just the light of any room he walks into. But you guys know that. Lewis, you're the light of the world, right? Like, this is the amazing thing to me, that Jesus, who we know is the actual light of the world, is now telling us, he's telling each and every one of us, you're the light of the world. Rich, you're the light of the world. Max, you're the light of the world. And I hear this and I go, this is an absolute profound moment for us. Jesus, at the beginning of his ministry, is calling everyone into this, in this amazing moment, and he's saying, you guys are going to do what I am here to do. That's now your job. And you can't, remember in the ancient world, no light bulbs, fires, flames, torches, they don't go that far. Has anyone been in like real utter darkness? A cloudy night, when there's no natural light around, you find one of those dark spots on the planet. I know one of my kids, I think Logan, he went up there one year. He went to go find a dark spot upstate. There's maps where you can find places where there's no light pollution, which is pretty crazy. When the lights go out, you can feel the darkness. It is dark. Now imagine a world with no natural light. Imagine where the cities, the villages are spread out. A city on a hill, the light that you would see from the lanterns off in the distance is a great sign of hope. If you turn the lights off and it goes pitch black, it happened the other week. We had a little blackout. The house went dark. Everything went off. It was just going to be like for a minute or two. But as soon as that happens, I think it's the apocalypse. Because I've seen too many of those movies. The lights go out, and all of a sudden it's Zadie. She's knocking on the door. She's like, is everything okay? I'm like, we're fine. We don't need to start arming and running for supply runs or anything yet. Like, we're all good. The lights are going to go back on. But there is a sense of that darkness. It was into that reality, that culture, that Jesus was saying, you're the light of the world. You're the hope. That's what you're called to do. The light of the world. If we are the light of the world, then this place where we stand becomes the place where we train for that work. This is the place where we shine the light into our darkness. And wherever we go, here in this location and from this location and to our workplaces and to our neighborhoods, everywhere we go, we take a little bit of the light of Jesus and we take a little bit of it into the darkness that is all around us. And when people see that light, they feel the hope of Christ. This is the call that he's given to us. In fact, look what he says in verse 16. Not only that we are the light of the world, he says, let your light shine. I changed it to let our light shine. Because this is what we do together now. This is why he called us to gather up, why he called people out of the world in order to join together to do this great work of shining his light. In the same way, let your light shine before others. Don't hide it. Don't put it under a bushel. Don't black out the city, but let it shine. Make certain the world around you, make certain your friends, your family, your neighbors, that they know that the light of Jesus is inside of you. And you let it shine. And how do they see it? Your good deeds. They see it by the quality of your obedience to Jesus. They see it by the quantity of your sacrifice. They see it by the way that you reflect who Jesus really is. If a person needs grace, who do they get it from in this world? You. Your good deeds shine. And not so it is to your glory. Not so you go, yeah, I'm actually a pretty good person. Followers of Jesus, we quickly learn we're not. That we need the power of Jesus, the power of the Holy Spirit. And when that happens, we continually, when people look to us for the light, we point the way to the Father. That's what it means when it says, let your good deeds glorify your Father in heaven. It means to glorify is for them to see the glory. We shine our light in the darkness, not so they see us and go, wow, you're really great. We shine so that we can let them see the Father. The Father's love, his mercy, his compassion, his holiness. When people think, wow, that's a funny decision they're making. Why are they sacrificing in those ways? Why are they saying those things? Why are they encouraging people in this way? Why are they forgiving in this way? They shouldn't forgive. They should hold back. They should hold a grudge. They should teach a person a lesson. And when you refuse to do that and you point back to the Father and say, the reason I'm not is because of my Father in heaven, then you have glorified him. There are so many things that we could talk about today on our very first day, thinking about us as a lighthouse. Trevor actually, I don't know if this is like an AI image of a lighthouse or something, but he actually found an image of a lighthouse here that he said, look, it looks like our logo. And I think it has like a button. That's why I think it's AI. I don't know what that is. Is that a power button for the lighthouse? I don't even get it. But I love this picture. I love this idea. Because there are ships in the darkness, facing the water, facing the rocks. And the lighthouse brings them into safe harbor. That's what we do. We actually bring people who are in desperate need of safety, of protection, of love. Lonely people who need community. Sick people who need healing. And we get to bring them into safe harbor. And when they get to safe harbor, they find out that it was Jesus who was doing it all along. This neighborhood that we are now in, this location, if you go a simple square, one mile, if you go a radius, a circle of 1 mile, there are 25,000 people. 1 mile. If you go 3 miles, there's 166,000 people. A 5-mile radius around this longitude and latitude, over 500,000 people, most all of whom need the light of Jesus. There is an absolute amazing work for us to do here. For us to do here. And when we do it, we will let the glory of the Father be known and seen in all of our neighborhoods. We have an exercise for you guys here. You want to hand out some Sharpies over here? You guys can hand out some Sharpies. There's some Sharpies over here as well. Here's a Sharpie. Try not to Sharpie any of the furniture. There you go. That's 2 for 2, no catch. Sharpie coming. Sharpie coming your way. Sharpie coming. Watch your eyes. I don't think this is I'm going to regret throwing Sharpies into a crowd of people. There you go. Nice. Oh, good catch. We got some Sharpies coming over here. I shouldn't have done that one. There we go. Here's what we're going to do. Everyone's going to get a Sharpie, and then everyone's going to share your Sharpie. Lewis. Nice. You got it. Nice. Then you're going to share your Sharpie. Here's what we're going to do. By God's providence, our carpets did not come in on time. And we had an idea long ago that we were going to invite everybody in and that we were going to Sharpie the floor. Problem was, we couldn't. The floor wouldn't take Sharpie. And then just this week, we got the floor patched. It's ready for carpet, but the carpet didn't make it in time. That means the floor is Sharpieable by God's providence. And so we're going to take just a few moments, and I'm going to ask you guys to prayerfully consider what God will do on this holy ground. Write your favorite Bible verse so that when we lay the carpet, it will forever be a light unto our feet. Write down the folks that you've been praying for, those far from God. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe you've got some people who are far from Jesus in your life. Write their name down as a prayer. And then wait for someone to give you their Sharpie so that you can do the same. We're going to take a few moments here. The band is going to play. We're going to worship. Write down a favorite verse, a prayer, a hope, a name, whatever you want. Mark up these floors, and they will forever sit below our feet as a reminder of the work that we are hoping God will do.